What is your full given name?
My name is Ben Delgado.
It says when and where were you born?
February the 12th, 1935. That's a long time ago. In Sugar Land, Texas.
What do you remember about your parents and when you were younger?
Well, I remember them in Sugar Land. They were picking cotton, and so they put me to work. Yeah.
When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I really didn't know. I didn't. Well, I was just working. That's all I was doing. I was just picking cotton with my grandpa. That's all I was doing. And so I didn't know what I was going to do at the time. I didn't know I was going to be a painter until I came to Pasadena when I moved. We were in Sugar Land in South Houston, and then we moved to Pasadena. In Pasadena, we went to school there. I was 15 years old.
15 years old?
Yeah.
Anything else you remember about your childhood and would like us to know?
No, well, I didn't. I just wanted to. I went to school in Pasadena in Houston and to the DD over there close to Milbus High School, and I went to junior high till the 10th. Well, ninth grade, I was going to go to the 10th grade, and but I was about 15 at the time, and I was in Pasadena, and we moved over here to Harrisburg, and then we moved to Magnolia. I told my mother that we were moving at the time, move here and move in this house, move in this house. And I was 15, and I went to Pasadena, and I saw somebody building houses over there close to that junior high over there, off the freeway. And it wasn't no freeway at the time though. But anyway, I went in there and I asked him for a job. I was 15 years old, and he said, "I can't hire him." He says, "You got to be 16." Well, I'll be back at 16. So I had to walk from Manchester all the way to Pasadena.
Wow.
Walk. There was no freeway.
No, okay.
No freeway. Cold, raining, and everything. I didn't have enough sense to get me a bike. Well, I was young,
Yeah.
And I told Mom, I'm gonna go to work, Mom. So I went back over there to the same man, and he says, "You're 16? Yeah, I'm 16 now." And they were doing all kinds of work. Sheet rock, cement, and all hard work, I was too young, and I was too skinny. And my brother-in-law, Jesse, and Matilda is my sister, they got married, they were young. And he happened to be I was in one house, and he was doing the other house, and he was painting, my brother-in-law. And he saw me working hard, and he says, "Hey, you want to paint?" I said, "Yeah, I want to paint." So I went in there. We didn't have no spray guns, only brush, no rollers, no nothing. There was nothing like that. And that's where I started my career as a painter. 15 years old.
15 years old, wow.
And I'm recording this today. I'm at the year, how old I am.
Yeah.
Let's see. Forget how old I am.
How many siblings do you have?
Well, the three boys, me, Henry, and Jesse, three boys, and the rest of my girls, Mary, Lupe, Matilda, and Gloria. That was it.
Do you remember any family pets?
Pets? Not really.
No, you didn't go
I didn't think my mother liked pets. She didn't know at the house.
What was your first car?
A Chevrolet. Chevrolet, yeah. I bought that because I was walking to school and all that kind of thing, and I said, "I'm gonna get me a car," and I got that car. That's the only. Then I had another car when I was working there. Had to get a Chevrolet too, a Chevrolet. But I had a hot rod. I had everything, the low rider and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I gave my Chevrolet first. The one that I had first, Chevrolet. I gave it to Henry because so he could finish school, and so he could finish in school in the Millby. So he graduated.
Were you a part of any sports or activities?
Well, when
you were growing up, yeah.
When I grew up, over there, I live up right there in Smith. They call it Smith's Addition. That addition they call it Smith's Addition. And we used to play baseball and from Neritos with my color brothers, but there's something else. Yeah. But I started playing baseball. Yeah.
What kind of music did you like listening to growing up?
Rock and roll.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Even now? Till now, that's what you like listening to?
Well, I like westerns too. Well, I like some westerns, but I like more rock and roll. I was in that area.
What TV shows do you remember watching?
I don't remember.
But what about now? What do you like to watch now? Just the news?
Well,
sports,
baseball, and football. I like football. I'm an Oiler fan. I used to every year wait on it. I started with the Oilers when it started. It started with him. And, I never always. When they see me with a hat like that, they say, "Oh, you're an Oiler." Yeah, I'm an Oiler. They're gone. I know they're gone, but I'm not going. Yeah, I went to the games. Me and Henry went to the games together.
Describe some of your favorite memories with your family.
Well, we're all together. We were all together, in the house, and I was always working.
Tell us about your significant others.
My wife?
Because you met her pretty early on, right, in your life?
Yeah, I was young when I met her. When I met her, I met her in a restaurant right here. She bought this house, and we used to live right there. So I stopped right there, and I went in there, and I said, "Hey, you want to go to the show or something?" She goes, "No." She told me no. She didn't like me, I guess. So, and then I saw her. Then I saw her in another place, and then three places I saw her. 3 places. But I didn't talk to her too much. And then it wasn't about the 1957 like that. She talked to me a little bit, But she wanted me to talk to her, see, but I wouldn't talk to her. I was doing something else. I was not there, I was just somewhere. So I saw her and she looked at me and said, "Yeah, all this no. She finally says, we went to Mexico, me and Leigh and my Mary, we went to Mexico, and I bought her a dress, and I bought her I wasn't going with her yet. I just bought her something, I liked her, see, I liked her in that. But I didn't think she liked me, so I didn't know that, see. So, I bought her a dress and everything, and she just bought it, not because I wanted to be with her, but that, because every time that I went out, Sunday, I would go over there first and see her, and then go to another place. I didn't stay there where she was. That's the thing, All this time, all this 1957, the rock and roll with Elvis Presley and all that. I went in there and she talked to me about, she was tired of working. And I got her by the hand and said, "Let's go. Where are we going?" "You ain't working here no more. I'm taking it home with me." I told that lady she ain't working here no more. I'm taking her with me. She said, "No, you can't." I said, "I'm taking her with me. She ain't working in this place no more." So I went to go me around there on Galveston Road. We started I was catching the bus and to go from over, see, Manchester, went back over there. The school at Milby.
Yeah.
But Dee Dee's nails, it's farther down. So I had to walk rain or shine. Rain or shine. So I told her, hey, let's go get a piggy bank and we'll put money in it. She started putting $50, till I got $300. When I got $300, like I said, I bought that Chevrolet, that black Chevrolet, I'm telling you. I gave it to Henry so he could finish school. But then I bought me a low rider, Chevrolet, yeah. I did all that. Took her there I took her to the apartment and she said, are you coming back? I said, I'm coming back for you. Okay. So she thought I was going to leave her there. I went to Mom's house and I thought Josie, Josie was there and Gloria was there. They were there with Mother and I told them that I was leaving. That I was going to go with Lucy. Oh, they started crying and all. So I left, and that's where. But she didn't know that I meant what I said. So until she passed away, I stayed with her all these years. Yeah. I wish she would still be here, but that didn't happen. See. But they cried. They didn't want me to go because I was always working and.
Did you and your wife get married first, or y'all had kids first?
No, we had Rosemary one first, yeah, and then I married her at the other one.
How many kids did y'all have?
6 girls.
6 girls.
I had a stepson, Joe. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. We looked at 9 people I had to feed. I went to Lakewood and I saw a sign. This sign, Overcomers class. I got up and I was going to leave. As soon as I was leaving, I got to the door and stopped me and set me down.
What are your hopes and dreams for the future?
To meet the master. To meet the master. Because he done a lot for me. And he made me what I am today. An overcomer. I'm an overcomer. I teach overcoming. I don't care what it is.
How do you want people to remember you?
To remember me, what I did. That I took care of my family, that I work every day. I was called to be a minister of the gospel of Christ. Do you want your father to stay 200 years? No, you can't do that.